Two mates, one obsession, cars. We're here to talk, drive, and occasionally bin it in the name of automotive passion. From dream garages to the latest car news, this is the Ditch Finders Podcast.
Shall we get the big news out of the way?
Yeah, man.
What have you done?
I bought a car. Finally.
Where's that come from?
Kind of out of nowhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to buy a car this soon.
No, I bet. That's always the way, though, isn't it?
Yeah, nor was I expecting to get that caliber of car so soon.
Because you were talking about getting a bit of a stopgap, weren't you?
Yeah, there was, mate, when you haven't got a car and you're just searching for a car, you're searching for anything that you can possibly make work.
Oh, yeah.
So I went from MX-5s to TTs to older M cars to newer M cars to F-types to Maseratis.
Interesting.
Bit of everything I could potentially get into. I was looking at.
Yeah. Well, go on then. Reveal the car, reveal the spec.
I bought a 2017 Jaguar F-Type V6 aerodynamic P380.
Catchy. I think we always knew it was going to be the Jag.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what ultimately I wanted.
Yeah. Felt right.
Been lucky enough to buy one.
Go on, mate. Give us a spec. Sell it.
It's a metallic, Yulong white metallic, which is a nice. It's really well spec'd actually. It's got. We went through the little option list earlier, but it's briefly flat bottom steering wheel, auto dip headlights, and lane assist and all that jazz. Sports seats, heated seats,
Wheels,
nice 20-inch wheels, aero body kit,
very important
with the aero wing.
Very important.
Looks snazzy. Does look good. I can't actually stop looking at it.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
The black, I know chrome's coming back, but the black accents just really work, mate.
It does. It's just the right levels of the black and the white contrast. It's just good.
So cool. And you test drove, well, you rented one, didn't you, in Spain?
I rented a slightly older one, so pre-facelift, 340 brake.
Okay.
Not 380 or 3.
Can you tell the difference?
A little bit. There's just, mainly at the top of the rev range, it just pulls that bit harder, a bit quicker.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was this is essentially, it was, although that was white, that was like the standard gloss white. It's just like that on steroids, basically.
It is. It's a very nice spec.
And actually, I would really recommend anyone looking at making a considerable purchase of a car to try and rent one for a week. Because we travelled, we put luggage in it, we lived with it for a week. We travelled across northern Spain.
It kind of validates it, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it was like, yep, this is the right car.
Yeah.
So that was the big one.
Did that take away at all the fact that you'd already lived with it for so long, rather than one test drive and drive away?
No, because what was really nice then, on the test drive, I knew what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I knew what controls were where, what one felt like that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So I got on and felt really comfortable. And then I was able to notice the differences, the things that were really nice, like the seats, the updated infotainment, just some of the spec options you notice them more because you've seen one without. So actually, if anything, it enhanced the experience.
Enhanced, yeah.
Yeah. In my case, anyway.
Good, mate. I'm buzzing for you. I think it's going to be a chaotic summer ahead.
All your fault.
It's like dominoes. It's like me, Tom, and our other mate Jake.
I wasn't expecting Jake to fall so
exactly.
quick either.
Yeah.
His came out of nowhere.
You're both so weak. But yeah, it is my fault. So, Beth and Amy, if you want to blame anyone, I'll take the blame.
Yeah.
As long as they've got sports cars.
I'll mention that.
Yeah.
That just proves we've got very good other halves.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
But I think we're going to have a good year in these. I think it's going to be epic. I can't wait to use them. Although it has got to go back in for a couple of little niggles. The valves on them are known for going, and then the butterflies valves just rattle.
Yeah.
On certain frequencies. So it's going to have that done, and there's a little bit of paint that needs doing. So it's going to be that. But
apart from that,
otherwise, it is epic. It just needs a good mop.
Yeah. It's low miles as well, right?
33.
Yeah, pretty low, I assume, for an F-Type.
Yeah, pretty low.
Yeah.
I think it was, do you know, it says on Auto Trade it was 7,000 below average.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt people put crazy miles, but I bet there's a few high mileage.
I think it's a bit like modern M cars. People use them.
Yeah. People are daily it, aren't they?
When I was looking at 2014, 2015 ones, it was pretty average for them to be at 50, 55,000.
Okay.
That's pretty normal.
Still below average compared to a normal car.
Yeah.
Right. But, definitely dailyable.
Yeah, they're doing 5,000 miles a year instead of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Basically. Yeah. Can we crank the volume up a bit, mate?
I'm trying, but...
Is that all we got?
Yeah, I tried it. Hold on. Does that help?
Sounded better. Yeah, that's better.
That's a bit better.
Way better.
There we go.
So, yeah.
We've just been to Cafe in a Machine.
We have, yeah.
We did a little... Try to get out of work early and get down to Cafe in a Machine.
The sun was out somewhat.
First time this year.
Yeah.
So it made the most of it.
I realised on the way down it's pothole season as well, isn't it? It's not a good time of year to buy a car.
Swerving and weaving all over the roads. But
awful. Very quiet, wasn't it?
There was not a lot out. I thought there'd be more because
same.
Usually when we go, let's head down this evening. There's a few others that have the same idea, but there's a couple of MX-5s and a Bath. There was a V8 Vantage that turned up.
That was nice.
And a couple of Z3s and a Z4, I think. And a Citroen CM. SM.
Yeah. Highlight of the visit.
Yeah, actually, honestly, it was.
I saw the air suspension slowly going up. I was like, that's cool.
The antenna they got me. 5 foot.
The erected antenna, yeah. Yeah, so congrats, mate.
That's my bit of news.
Yeah, mate. News like that is very welcome on this podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I've got some other news if you want to zoom through that.
Please.
Before we go to your question, which I don't know what it is yet.
This is a completely, not that we usually script the episodes, but this is winging it on a new level.
Okay. We have done a few episodes before where we literally haven't had anything there.
Yeah.
So we're used to it. I don't know if you've seen the next generation A110 Alpine.
Is it electric?
I think it's only electric. There's definitely going to be an electric version. I think it is just electric across the range.
Okay.
But there's just some interesting details that have emerged about it. I think it's going to be a 4-seater, or there's going to be a 4-seater option.
Okay.
There's going to be a convertible model. And it's going to be based on, and this actually makes sense when you think about it, it's going to be based on that crazy Renault 5 thing.
Oh, the 3E.
Turbo 3E.
No way.
So it's going to be, that's what they're saying. It's going to be based on the Renault 5 Turbo 3E platform. I can't remember how much horsepower that had, but it was definitely over 300, wasn't it?
Wasn't it 500 odd?
Probably was,
Because its current output's 345.
The Turbo 3E.
533 was the 5 Turbo 3E.
I don't think it'll be that powerful, will it? But it will be high 300s, I would have thought. Depends how heavy it is. Because it's going to be an EV. It's going to be a lot heavier, so they're going to need to put a lot more power in it. It'll probably be around 400, probably. 350, 400.
Just put an engine in it.
Yeah. They're going very electric, aren't they, Alpine?
Yeah.
It's just going pure electric.
But they've got an F1 team.
Each to their own. It's going to be rear-wheel drive from launch. All drive model is on the cards as well, though. Just to make it heavier. That is going to be a heavy car. But I'm like I say, when we at the start of the year we reviewed what cars were coming, I think I'm interested to see how it's going to look.
Doesn't that just completely go against everything that the Alpine A110 was originally made for?
Correct. Completely.
A pokey little interesting engine, lightweight, compact sports
Aluminium
car.
frosty. Shrushy. See, obviously.
And you just go in, oh, we're just going to use the badge and completely make a completely different car.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I mean, you can't imagine it selling. I mean, this is the weird thing. It's such a good car, but people have always moaned about how poorly it sold, the original A110.
I don't think it's done that bad considering.
I don't think it has, but people often say like it's not done crazy numbers.
Yeah, but everybody compares it to the Cayman and the Boxster.
Mm.
You can't. If you compare it to Lotus, they're probably doing really well.
Yeah, definitely would have sold
There's
more
such a
than
niche
that.
market. They've got
Mirror.
Well, they've got 2 cars now, haven't they? But
yeah,
maybe 3. But they had for a long time 1 car, 1 offering in a really niche market.
Yeah,
you're not going to be the best-selling car worldwide.
No.
You? And it was quite expensive for what it was.
Yeah, 60 plus even for the base model.
For a 1.8 litre.
Out of the Megane RS.
Yeah.
It was a weird proposition.
Yeah, you're asking F-type money.
Yeah. Yeah, V8 or a 1.8. But yeah, it's meant to be a very good car. I do really want to get behind the wheel of one day. Audi R8 rumoured for a return, potentially late 2027.
This has been rumoured a couple of times.
Yeah. Based on the Temerario platform with plug-in hybrid engine.
That would be chaos. Because I do like an R8.
It'll probably be better looking than the Lambo as well, I would imagine, if it came out.
I don't mind the Temerario.
I don't think it's a bad looking car at all.
Although I think the Hurricane, the base early Hurricane, starting to look so good.
Yeah. I forget about them sometimes. There's been so many iterations of the Hurricane now as well. I think the Evos look good.
Do you want to hear my prediction for the future?
Okay.
I think combustion engine cars in performance guises, big engines, like what we used to see, are going to come back. The average person is going to crave real things, analog things in the future, not digital dashes. And I think that's going to apply to the rest of life. So I think with the emergence of AI and everything becoming automated and so advanced, that people are going to crave analog experiences and interactions and things.
It propels you the other way, doesn't it?
It's a pendulum.
Yeah.
I feel quite strongly about it, and I think that combined with sacking off net zero and carbon neutral fuels, we could have another automotive boom for the performance market. That's my optimistic prediction.
Is that the statement for this episode?
Sure.
Yeah.
That should be our mission statement for the entire podcast.
Just manifest it.
Yeah.
Firstly, I hope you are right, and I think there's definitely a lot of merit in what you're saying. I think, like you say, it's going to be cross industries, not just automotive. I, for one, I just go on social media now, and it's just a bunch of generative AI bullshit.
What's interesting is, I think, and this is something, I don't know if you've heard of Gary V or Gary Vaynerchuk.
Nope.
He was saying that there'll be a bit of an unplugged revolt. So a bit like me, as of January, I deleted all social media.
Mm-hmm.
And I think more and more people are going to be doing that to reconnect with real life.
Yeah.
Communities, villages, people are going to crave that, because we haven't had it, and we're getting more and more, even though it's social media, becoming less and less social, and the pendulum swings. And it's gone this far that way. It's got to come back
to the peak.
To the point where he was even saying that where the money is in future is, yes, there's going to be AI and there's technology, but in events, live music events, you can't replace that. People are going to crave analog experiences. Going to a nightclub where you lock your phone away. Little things like this where
I've seen some events doing that, yeah.
Where you are forced to interact, engage.
Yeah.
And then, funnily enough, you come out feeling amazing, you had the best time, you then crave more of this. I think it's human nature.
Yeah.
And we've tapped into the stupid side of our brain that gets addicted to quick, flashy things. And we're slowly realizing that's not good for us. And actually, it doesn't fulfill us in any way.
No.
And I think and it's so artificial. And I think that's what I attribute to electric cars. It all feels artificial.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that I don't like electric cars, because some of them are very good and they work to get from A to B and do it effortlessly, easily, quietly, in comfort, with all the tech. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
However, it does feel artificial in comparison to a combustion engine car.
Yeah. I mean, and it's only going to get worse in that sense with kind of automatic driving. You're not even going to drive the car in 10 years, potentially.
Which will then mean that these sports cars, but in particularly potentially manual cars, are going to become even more valuable because they're such an analog experience.
It's going to be such an experience.
If the day-to-days you don't even drive the car, when you know, the pendulum swinging is, I want the most raw experience possible.
It's like we were talking about earlier, going camping. Like, infrastructure and houses have got better and better and better, and you still see loads of people, a lot of people our age, going camping because it's
going hiking, going walking,
more kind of authentic and natural, and
I think more and more people are craving that, and that is only going to get stronger, especially as, you know, kind of juxtaposition or in parallel, the AI and technology race continues to go at such a rate. One way, we've been kind of going with it and getting drawn closer and closer, that actually I think we're just going to do that. And we've utilised that in our lives in one way and then do the complete opposite on the other. Yeah.
No, I completely agree. And I for one, feel like I'm heading that way already.
Deleting social media has been one of the best things. When you actually look at social media, and this is ironic because we do a podcast, but we don't do it for the likes, not that we get any, or the comments, or the
fame,
or the fame, or the money. We do it because we enjoy this process. We, in a weird way, we'd be quite happy to do it and not even post it. It's fun. It's really fun. And if we do get comments, likes, and interaction, great. I've been finding it harder and harder since deleting social media to realize that there's nothing of value, or there's very little in the saturation of content that is online now, because everybody produces content in one form or another. Most of it, I'd say 99.9% of it, is guff. And then there are some gems. There are tutorials on how to do stuff. There's ways to learn stuff about science or space or things that are actually valuable, that are really good, whether news and politics and staying up to date with stuff, or learning about really interesting things. There's an amazing space in social media and YouTube and all of that is phenomenal. But it's such a tiny percentage.
It is.
Everything else is just clickbait and people trying to make money off your views.
Literally.
And that's why I'm finding it really hard to produce things like short form content, because I just don't necessarily agree with it. Because it's guff in a way. We're just putting stuff out there, or most people are putting stuff out there to try and get a view, to try and get a penny off it, or try and get some kind of following that they can monetize. It's not genuine.
No.
And this is one of the things I wanted to talk about. All the car YouTubers that I had some respect for are falling into the trap again of posting a clickbaity either title or, you know, mouth open, shocked. It's just fake. You're just fake being shocked about anything possible. And then when you've got two people that are doing the same thing, they've done a collab and they're both shocked in this video, and it's just like, you look like absolute gorms. And there's so many of them doing it. And the ones that I really liked are doing it, and I'm bored of it. And there's very, very few.
It's like another one falling to the streets, isn't it?
Literally. But then it's kind of ironic because, yes, we produce content, but I don't want to do it in that way. And, okay, it doesn't get us views. It doesn't get us, you know, we're not uploading regularly enough. But we enjoy it. We're doing it for us. Selfishly, it is selfish. But
absolutely,
a lot of the content on there I'm finding very hard to even click on or watch.
Mate, completely agree. It's quite ironic the way I use social media in my algorithm is basically half of what I look at is actually saying, like, get off your phone and go see nature. And I'm there just like, yeah, that's a good idea. Excellent. But what am I doing? It's literally telling me to. And it's like on about, like, you've only got one life, was bullshit. Well, it's It's like,
Kind of accurate.
it's a lot of it's like cheesy stuff, but the irony that.
But it's actually screaming out at you saying,
Yeah.
get off me.
Yeah.
Go.
And I've even just in the last couple of weeks, I've really limited social media use. And like when I'm at work, I just put my phone in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Like it's not even social media; it's just like checking it every 5 minutes.
You just get addicted. You get this feeling to check it or to look at it, and there's red little notifications that cause you to click on stuff, or it's just habit. And breaking the habit is my thing was Instagram. I would do it without even thinking. I just pick up my phone, open Instagram, and start scrolling.
You close it, and then you'd open it again.
Don't even think about what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, and the next thing you know, an hour's gone, 2 hours are gone. And you just waste it, and you've just watched some guy in India chop up a cabbage. And you're like, what am I doing?
What are you watching, mate?
You just get random stuff, don't you? They're deep frying something, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what to say, mate. Is this your?
It's kind of a little bit of a rant, but it's more of just, I guess, get it off my chest.
Yeah, fair enough. I think it all harks back to what we're doing here. We, every now and then we have a conversation about, or certainly back in the day, we'd have a conversation being like, oh, should we post at this time, or should we do this for the algorithm? And then we both just kind of look at each other and like, what? Why?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just record and post when and as, and you just enjoy doing it.
Yeah. That was the philosophy from the start, wasn't it? And
it is, but it's easy to lose your way when you produce content, to try and chase the views and the follows, and because you want to do well, and that is kind of seen as success. But I see success as us having fun and producing something that we enjoy, and if other people do, then we get a massive kick off it.
For sure, yeah. Only boosts our morale with it all, but
big time. It kind of leads me on to my question that I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
What makes a petrol head?
What makes a petrol head?
What sets us apart?
Okay.
Why is it that I couldn't buy the P340? I had to buy the P3, or look at the V8, or that I would never buy the 2 litre. Why is it that you couldn't just buy a 2 Series and you had to buy an M2? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is it? Why do we have this obsession? And because it's almost an illness at this point. If you ask Amy, she'll tell you it is an illness.
I think the simple answer is it's our passion, and so we get very nerdy and very specific with it. But I think you could get very deep with it at the other end of the spectrum as well, in terms of, I think, the amount of options and customizations and engines and tones and the way they rev out. I think because there's such an endless amount of cars and different types of models and specs, I think it's very easy to get very nerdy.
It is.
For example, like you say, I had to get the P380 over the P340. And I think, I don't think we're too dissimilar to people in other industries. I take like people that are into PC gaming, for example, and building computers.
Yes.
They get very nerdy, very specific, and it lights them up inside. And so I guess it's quite comparable in that sense. But I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I kind of hadn't really thought about it, other than I just wanted to ask the question because I was thinking about it. And I was thinking, why do we do certain things? Why do we slow down before a tunnel and wind the windows down and then get through as quick as possible, make as much noise as possible? Why do we constantly look out for cars, even subconsciously, and then when we see one, we look at it, point at it? Why can we spend an entire weekend in London just looking at cars driving around and spotting cars that go around and working out what spec it is? And do you know what I mean? There's an addiction.
There is.
I think it does come from childhood. You've got to have an interest from a childhood.
Yeah.
I don't think you develop being a car person later in life. You've got to have that, whatever it is, when you were young.
Car people and there's car people, isn't there? That's another thing to say. For example, like Luke, my brother, he loves cars. He comes to Goodwood Festival of Speed with us, and he can name a lot of cars, but there's different levels. He has other interests. He loves golf, for example.
Yes.
Whereas me and you, this is like our thing.
Yeah.
And so I think there's like different categories, and it's quite obvious the difference in categories, possibly.
Yeah.
Just like with any hobby or interest. But yeah, I think there's a lot of tells of those different categories in terms of what you drive.
Don't you think that most petrolheads of that caliber, or that understanding, caliber, that's probably a complete wrong word to use. They're just a top-notch guy. They're just better people. Of that mindset, can get on with each other. And they find it's not just about cars, it's a way of thinking. Do you not think?
Yeah.
Like, why is it that you wouldn't go and buy a Peugeot 106 or be seen dead in one? Why is it that I feel embarrassed in a way when I turn up in a Tesla and feel like I have to make, like I said earlier, I was like, oh, I'm a petrolhead. Promise. It's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just forms part of your personality, and to the point where it doesn't mean you've necessarily got to have the flashiest or the fastest car out there. When I had my MX-5, the Porsche, now the F-Type, it's having something to cherish, to keep tidy, clean, look after. And you don't get that from an electric car.
No.
So it's just interesting.
Yeah. I think there's that famous speech from Jeremy Clarkson where he says, I can't remember what it's from. It probably from a Top Gear episode where he goes on about exactly this and says that to a petrolhead, a car is more than just an inanimate object. It's like a living thing to us, isn't it?
Really is.
And the engine's the heart, I guess. And I think, obviously, psychologically, I think it's generally shown that men prefer objects and have more interest in engineering and objects and that kind of thing. So I think that's why you generally see a lot more men into cars than women. Not to say that there aren't women that love engines and are much better.
Yeah, but on balance, men are more interested in things and women are more interested in people.
Yeah, it's exactly that. I think a motorbike or a car is very much scratches that itch.
It does, mate. It really does.
So I think it depends how deep you want to go. I think the surface level is it's just a passion. But if you want to go deeper, there's a lot of different reasons and a lot of different user cases as to why an individual likes cars. Might be for different reasons, you know?
Yeah.
Some might like pushing a car to a limit and motorsport. Some might like staring at them and car design.
Or speccing them, or like say interacting with them, being able to live with them on a day-to-day basis and use them, but then flick them into something sporty and away you go.
Some like just tinker with them all day. Different people, isn't it?
There's a lot of different people that are into cars in different ways as well. You get people that are into VW campers on another level, or old Volkswagen Golfs, or other car brands are available. But you have so many different pockets of people in different communities, like you say, racing, lifestyle, sports, luxury, comfort, and they're all very different.
They are, yeah. I mean, obviously, you take motorsport and kind of people that like pushing a car to the limit, for example. That's obviously probably leans more into the adrenaline and exhilaration of it all. Whereas other people that just like looking at them and having one on their drive, it's maybe just that everyday satisfaction and interest of calling your car yours.
I'd like to know what other people think. I'd like to know. So please do comment, message, say what you think makes a petrolhead, because it'll be really interesting to know. And if people do, we'll say it on the next episode.
I think you could ask that to anyone, and the answer would be slightly different, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that's why I think it's quite a good question.
Yeah, let us know.
What makes a petrol?
You could probably write an essay, but it doesn't need to be that long. Just one liner.
You can send it in, we'll mark it.
Yeah. That's a great question, Tom.
That's all I've got for you. That was my one question that I was thinking about today.
Yeah.
After buying car, like the hours daily I spent on AutoTrader looking at very specific in detail things is not normal.
It's more addictive. That Auto Trader is more addictive than social media, I think, for a car enthusiast.
Not wrong.
Always having to check in and see what's gone on.
But looking at different things,
Yeah.
like almost not putting in make and model, but putting a load of different other parameters in.
There's just such an endless choice. I feel like that's such a big part of it in terms of specs and models and engines. And it's almost like you want to kind of, for me anyway, I like the thought of going through it and ticking off different cars.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Different engines, different cars. We said, I remember us talking early on in this project that it'd be awesome to tick off every engine type, or at least like 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder.
Yeah.
Just to say you've experienced different types. And it kind of feels like, unless the world rebounds in the way you said earlier, it feels like we're running out of time a bit.
Yeah, and it's becoming harder and harder and more expensive to do so. But fingers crossed, things turn on their head and we're right and we get an opportunity. And because I was chatting to a guy the other day and he was saying, oh yeah, you could just pick up an M3 for 10 grand of whatever generation. It got to yay old, 15 years old. Oh yeah, they were 10 grand. Now they're all, you start at 20 grand for any M3, even a crappy one. Even one that's done 200,000 miles, an E46 M3.
That's so true.
It's still going for 13, 14 grand.
Yeah. That is so true.
And it is just a big bill.
Mm.
So you're going to end up spending 18, 19 grand by the time you got it right.
Yeah.
And you've still got a chassis that's done 200,000 miles.
Mm. That's another area, really. A lot of people, certainly people with a lot of money, use cars as investments, don't they? Or to store some money away tax-free.
Store of value rather than just an automobile.
It's not a bad asset if you get into some of the bigger heritage stuff. Can't relate.
No, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, I would say the pendulum is probably not quite at its peak yet. Would you agree?
I think people are recognizing that we've gone quite far and it will continue to drift, but we're now awake to it.
Yeah, a few more years.
A couple more years, let it go, and then it's going to be like, right, we're going to make some noise about, we're seeing what's happening here, and then I think it won't just be the automotive industry, it'll be politically things change, which will just accelerate that process.
Right. It's weird because, like, I've wanted to get into a bit of photography and videography for a long time, on and off. And I was getting close to pushing the button last year, and I suddenly, like, what, really, like, and it was maybe to do something on the side if I really got into it. And I was like, well, why would I do this when, with the way the industry's going, everything's going AI, generative, blah, blah. And then I was like, wait, that's the whole point. People actually want authentic, real life footage, and that might be a rarity in the future.
Even to the point now, and I look at it from a big business, small business point of view, that now I'm trying to support more and more local businesses. So now my milk, my eggs, my orange juice are delivered by the local milk float, Roger. He comes around twice a week and delivers stuff to the door, and he does it to work, and he's a lovely chap, and he's a local chap, and he goes around on his electric little milk float.
I didn't even know that's still a thing.
Yep.
You're joking.
And so I was like, right, I'm going to support the local chap. And I'm trying to do the same with everything. So I'm trying to go to the butchers.
Same with coffee shops, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
I just refuse to go to Starbucks.
Go to British independent.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to do with our customers as well, being a British manufacturer, a British brand.
Yeah.
To try and a family-run business at the same time, to try and get people to understand the value in that. And I think more and more people are going to understand the value in that.
Well, I think so. I think that's a positive outlook on the future.
I think so. I think we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
We've gone down a strange path.
I think COVID is going to be such a big event.
It's going to be, you're going to look at it back almost like whether it be the plague or like in history, it will be a marker in history.
For a couple hundred years.
It will be one of those things that you learn in school in 50 years' time.
Yeah, 100%. Because But you argue it or not, life hasn't been the same since COVID.
I don't think so.
And
Nothing
all this digital stuff has accelerated. Disconnect has accelerated. Social media and algorithms has accelerated. I think a lot of it's obviously with the introduction of AI and its impact on algorithms.
Yeah.
Because everything's personalized. Everything is pinpoint accurate to what's going to keep you there for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And you just get like brainwashed almost.
It's optimized the artificial part of everything.
Yeah.
It's so clever.
It's scary.
It is scary to think about.
Mm.
I think we're going to be okay. We've said it's going to be great.
Is this bleak or positive? I don't really know.
So, yeah. It's actually, there's a lot to think about.
Yeah. So what are you going on about with scrapping net zero? Do you think that's...
If Reform get in.
If Reform, maybe, yeah.
They will scrap net zero if they get in. But
yeah, that was part of their manifesto last time, I think, wasn't it?
It's part of their massive part of their manifesto and their pledge.
But that's one country, and you're not going to get every manufacturer on the planet.
No.
Turn it for one country, but maybe...
When you've got the economy and industry suffering massively because of it, they'll put pressure on markets or the markets will put pressure on the political class to change things.
It was like the conversations with, will there be V10s back in F1 that came up, and Martin Brundle commented on it. And
it's like now we're at 50% electric. It'd be interesting to see what happens with these F1 cars.
More than that, can it? I was looking forward to this season. I love how the cars look.
Yeah.
And then, I was watching some of the testing reviews and stuff, and 90% of the drivers are complaining about the car, saying that it's... I can't remember what they said, but they said basically saying it's like driving a computer, or because it's a 50% electric, you're just pushing buttons, and it's like so much about management and not pushing the car to the limit.
Yeah.
Which is what literally everyone wants to see. And so it's really just got really pessimistic about the season now already.
Yeah, because it's become more about sustainability than it has outright performance and the pinnacle of automotive sport.
Yeah. In my head, you should be, in the pinnacle of motorsport, you should be flat out. Yeah. Maybe a bit of time management. But all this saving the battery shit, it's just going to get a lot worse, isn't it?
It's been a strange episode, Jez. We tried to be positive about stuff, but then we've been quite realistic about other things.
Yeah. I am positive.
Good.
We're going to go camping this year and be one with nature, take our cars and make loud noises.
And live an analog life.
Yeah.
That's actually another nice thing I like about both of our cars. We've got analog dials.
We do, yeah. Because the LCI M2 gets the digital dials, which do look really cool, but I look at the analog dials. Yeah, exactly.
It's not real.
This is a real dial.
It's a real dial, and I maintain, and the cars we've purchased, I think, backs us up that 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018, at the moment is peak car.
It's
for the advantages of all technology with still some of the analog stuff, like the dials, like the engines. There's so many things that it's just a really good balance of things.
It is, yeah. And like you say, just before COVID.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, mate, COVID has ruined everything.
I think most people would agree.
Yeah, in relation to that, we haven't talked about the new RS5. An RS5 Avant. You haven't got social media. Have you even seen it?
No.
Fucking hell, mate. Have a look at that Avant.
I'll look at it now. Is it good?
Live reaction.
RS5.
This is a very, very good looking car.
Wait for it. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Do you want a moment? Shall I leave the room?
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen the rear three-quarter?
The saloon almost looks more like a Giulia Quadrifoglio. It's got some angles and some curves and some... Ooh.
How aggressive is the styling on the Avant?
That side profile in that colour...
Red.
The saloon. Doesn't that look like a Giulia Quadrifoglio?
Does a bit, yeah. Because you see the light come around as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Does.
But yeah,
have you seen the Avant?
The red, yeah. So that was what was there first. Sorry. This. Look at that.
Look at the arches, mate. That is a beautiful car.
Thank you, Audi.
So I think that's basically the new Audi RS4
plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, it's not light.
630 brake. Almost 2.4 ton.
Yeah, outrageously heavy. That is outrageous.
Oh my God.
It shows how much weight the plug-in battery puts in.
Which I'm not necessarily against it in an RS6 Avant. It's a big car.
Yeah.
But that is a heavy car.
But this is relating back to this peak car. Look at the interior and look at the passenger screen. And just all the screens. They're just so obnoxiously large. And really quite ugly.
There's 3 huge screens.
You don't need...
The whole dash is a screen. There's not a single button.
Unless you're watching Netflix, you don't need a screen that big. What does it give you?
And it's not pretty, actually.
No, the passenger one is super ugly.
And I look at the F-Type, and it's so simple. There's nothing on the left-hand side. There's just a ski slope, and there's a bar that says, passenger, you're this side. Fuck off.
Yeah. It is aggressive, that bar, isn't it? Yeah.
And then there's your gubbins and your buttons, and there's buttons on the steering wheel, and there's a little screen that has some infotainment on, and there's 2 clocks. Done.
Yeah. Doesn't need to get any more complex or large than that.
No.
Authentic dials. Big enough screen to look at a sat-nav, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, Apple CarPlay is really good.
Have you got Apple CarPlay?
I haven't, but I'm going to get a dongle.
Yeah.
I think it's about 300 quid.
Okay.
And then I can dongle Apple CarPlay to it.
Do it.
So
it's so nice.
Apple CarPlay is... I've got it in the van for crying out loud. Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And yes, Apple CarPlay is really good. For your music and your maps. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't need to be on a massive screen or take up the entire dash.
Don't get it.
I don't mind Ferrari for the passenger when they had the little slither screen and it showed you gear and revs and speed and stuff.
That's quite a nice touch. And cool. It was earlier on when it was kind of just an interesting take on in the interior screens.
And then they took it too far.
Yeah.
With everything being digital and touch. But they're coming back. Look at how even the Electra, which we spoke about last episode, had an analog feel and look to it. Electrica? Yeah,
I think so.
Luce.
Yeah, they've changed it to the Luce, yeah.
What did I say?
Electra.
Yeah. It's gone very analog.
Yeah. Apart from that slightly strange rotating screen.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, actually, I remember someone saying, a brand saying that big screens are stupid and they're going to go back to more minimalist. And it's actually Audi, I think, that said that. The design director, I believe, said that.
Wait.
So then they've just launched out with 3 50-inch panoramics.
Yeah.
So I think there'll be some pushback. I think brands will realise.
Have you seen that or heard that Jaguar are looking to put a hybrid actual engine in that Type 00 concept?
Really?
Yeah, already.
You're joking.
Mm-hmm.
All electric future.
Yep.
My ass. You can't talk bad about them now, mate.
They keep getting pushed back. This launch of the new brand and car keeps getting pushed back. So we'll see. But JLR are busy at the moment. They are busy. Behind the scenes, they're very busy. So fingers crossed they're planning.
They've got plenty of room for an engine in that bonnet.
Tell me about it. We'll see.
That's interesting.
Shall see. Also, when are we going to see this next Boxster Cayman?
I know, there's so many brands pushing programs back, aren't there?
Big time. Especially the Germans. And then you've got the Chinese that are just accelerating at a rate of knots that no one else can keep up with. and they're ploughing into the electric, they're ploughing into the cheap market because energy and materials have gotten so expensive for Europe to either acquire or produce. Everything's getting so expensive, and the Chinese are just knocking it out.
Pretty scary.
I had a chap come in the other day, and I say a chap. He was a delivery driver for another business, and he's saying he's bought a BYD Seal or something. You're trying to say how amazing it was, and a JQ. And I was just like, that's great, but just spend a little bit extra, or buy a second-hand car, and buy something that was made in Britain, or even Europe. Save the European car industry, because we benefit from it as well.
Less choice.
Yes, but you can pick up. I mean, this was scary. For less than the F-Type, you can pick up a 2018 Range Rover Sport with 40,000 miles on.
A newer Range Rover Sport.
Yeah.
Fucking hell,
that's what I mean. They just plummet in value, and they're an amazing car.
Yeah.
And then haven't got the reliability issues of older JLR products. Fantastic car, made in Britain. Support Britain, or even European car manufacturers.
No, yeah, exactly.
I think we're so closely tied, and a lot of European car manufacturers make cars in the UK. Yeah, Mini, for example, have a massive factory.
Yeah, they make the Toyota Corolla in the UK.
Yep,
some Hondas,
Nissans, I think as well.
Nissans.
Vauxhall used to make a lot of cars in the UK. I think they still do. Yeah,
just everyone go buy a Mini. Great cars. Yeah. Although I saw a Cooper S the other day, a new like a 2024, and it was a petrol one. It didn't have any exhaust at the back.
I've seen an electric Cooper S, and from the styling, it looked great. I really like the new lights at the rear. They
look all right now, actually. I hate them at the start.
Yeah, I like them.
It was a petrol Cooper S, but it didn't have the two rear exhausts.
And it just had a black plastic bumper.
Yeah, just a plastic diffusery sporty bumper.
Yeah,
that was disappointing. That's such a trademark of a Cooper S.
Yeah, it's big time. Speaking of which, my little brother with his R53 Cooper S, has done a bigger intercooler and a 15% pulley reduction.
Hell yeah!
And the thing screams.
Really?
And revs.
It's probably faster than our cars.
Well, we went out on the weekend, and I think it might have been as quick as the Porsche. So thankfully, you've had to upgrade.
Mate,
that would have been
all makes more sense now this time.
Mate, the thing screams. It's like a Hellcat. The noise at the supercharger is unbelievable.
Wow.
It's really cool.
I'd have to have a go in that. That's the beauty of the car world, mate. You just get something cheap and cheerful like that, do a few mods, and you're just like, it's as cool as either are.
See how much R53 Cooper S is going for now?
Are they holding strong?
Really strong.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What about R56, the turbo?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
They're pretty unreliable. Wow, they're quite unreliable.
They don't have the best rap.
No.
But even the standard minis aren't particularly.
How's his apprenticeship?
I think good.
Yeah.
He's still in it, so.
What's he going to be at the end of that? Is he going to be an automotive engineer?
Research and development engineer at AP Racing, which is really cool. I
mean, the merch is cool enough to warrant a job.
I think a lot of people in that world and company end up in one team or other.
I mean, AP's like...
They do a lot for Formula One teams.
AP race brakes and suspension kits. And
they're developing...
really.
His team, from what I understand, are developing the new Bugatti brakes.
Wow.
Or they had the McLaren Formula One clutch that they were producing and doing. Yeah, loads of things.
Wow.
I think they're technology partners for lots of motorsport and automotive.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Really cool.
Good stuff.
Anything else you want to?
Don't think so, no. That RS5 was the only other thing on my news list before you went on a rant.
Yeah.
Which I quite enjoyed.
For the fourth time this episode.
Very much agree with. It's been a bit of a yo-yo episode, but...
It has a bit.
We don't know if we're positive or negative, but...
But I've got an episode,
still here.
So fuck it.
Yeah, you've got a sports car again. Equilibrium is restored.
Balance has been restored.
Yeah. And we've got a good summer ahead. Plenty of content.
And hopefully, because this is some more optimism for you.
Okay.
Because the weather has been so dreadful at the start of this year, I think we'll have a good summer as a result.
Do you reckon?
That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm hoping for like a early spring heat wave. You know, I feel like we've had quite a few.
Yeah.
And every summer we've had like a hot 2-3 weeks right at the start, and then it's kind of just dipped off. I hope it's just more like gradual.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's already been nice that the days are getting slightly longer.
Yeah.
But when those clocks turn back.
Can't wait, mate.
Or go forward. Which one does it go?
Oh, fuck. I'll never remember.
I'm too dyslexic for this shit.
I'm not dyslexic. I have no excuse.
Right. On that note, thank you for watching. Please let us know what you think makes a petrol head.